Hey guys, in this video I want to share a little bit about my garden and what it looked like in 2023. When we first moved into this house, this area of the garden used to just be a lawn, as you can see in this clip. This is a clip of what it looked like this winter, and then another clip that shows what it looked like this summer. So to get a beautiful summer garden, what we do is we work on the garden during the fall. We add all the organic matter to the rows, and we also add cover crop like crimson clover, such as this, in the fall. So a little bit about our garden. Basically, we have a square, and then we created 4 triangles inside the square to grow on. So hopefully that makes sense, but if not, I hope these videos kind of help a little bit. This year we added a 4th triangle to the garden. What we did is we added a whole bunch of leaves and other organic matter to this triangle. We also did a little bit of tilling, and then we made the rows. And this year we actually did plant a few flowers to try it out, this area, but nothing much was going on in this triangle for its first year. In this clip you see perennial herbs growing, and this triangle is the perennial triangle. We grow a whole bunch of flowers and plants that are perennial, meaning they come out each year. And basically what we try to do with this area is keep it flowering in all the 4 seasons and make it very beautiful in each season. Behind the triangle we have a tunnel, and in this tunnel we grow our tomatoes. And each year we just continue to add organic matter to the rows, as you can see in this clip. We added some compost, and then I also add in organic fertilizers such as bone meal, which is really good for adding phosphorus to the soil. Another thing that I do is I add calcium by adding my chicken eggshells to the soil. What I do is, because it takes a long time for the eggshells to decompose and be available to the plants, I will grind them in my blender, and then after grinding them I will then add them to the soil, sprinkle it all over the soil, and I just add this throughout the season. The reason why we like to grow our tomatoes in the tunnel is because I can tie them easier, and then most importantly it's because I can avoid getting my tomatoes foliage wet when it rains. So these tomatoes are irrigated with a drip tape. On another triangle we planted crimson clover in the fall to cover the soil during the winter and also to add nitrogen to the soil. In the spring it flowered, and then after it flowered we tilled the soil, that area, so that we could sow some sunflower seeds and a little bit of corn. I love to grow sunflowers because every time I grow sunflowers, birds come into the garden, and then I love to see how my daughter just observes the birds. Also, being able to share all these sunflowers with my community and my family, it's really nice. And this clip shows the 4th triangle, and this triangle is the oldest triangle because this is the triangle we created when we first moved in, and we've been adding more and more compost to it. And each year this triangle just gets more better, the soil gets better. Also on this triangle we have the fruit trees and the crepe myrtles. On this triangle we focused on growing our vegetables. We grew cucumbers, peppers, okra, and then we grew some squash, cilantro. We also grew some of the cold hardy crops such as the lettuce and cabbage, broccoli, but we've mostly focused on vegetables on this area. This year, because I was pregnant, I didn't do a lot of hard work in the garden, but it was a beautiful learning environment for me and my daughter. Each year the garden changes, and each year it just gets better because we keep making it better. This year my daughter was 3, so she was talking and expressing herself better, and it was so interesting to see how she was learning from the garden. She was able to tell me everything that she was observing, but mostly she was asking a lot of questions that she had about the garden, about nature, about the animals, and it's truly a blessing to be able to share this with her. I really do think that nature and gardening is the best learning environment for our kids. The work involved with farming can be overwhelming, and it can also be expensive sometimes, but as I'm filming this, I realized that what it gives back surpasses everything else. So I'm really excited to do this again the next growing season and to see what it has for us. So that is it for our 2023 garden. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.